Hey family, hey family, hey family, hey. Alright, I'm probably coming in way too strong with the title of this topic, but I don't know, I'm feeling this new intro music. Let me know what you guys feel. Hit in the comments, descriptions, whatever. Send me an email, I don't know, but it's just going in. Hey family, welcome back to the Explosive Christians podcast. This is season 2. We wrapped up season 1 with a 2-part series called The Beginning of Wisdom. Now we're back with new ideas, new content, new conversations. This is season 2. As the mavericks that we are, we'll be dealing with controversial topics. We'll also be continuing a fan favorite titled, I Am My Brother's Keeper, and a whole lot more. Man, this is going to be an amazing journey with you guys again. And before we start, I just want to thank you guys for supporting me in the last season. All the international listeners coming from the USA, India, Singapore, Canada, Australia, Philippines, and my home country, South Africa, thank you for being a part of the Explosive family. Now let's get into today's topic, as you've seen from the title, Fighting Depression. Can you do me a quick favor if you're listening? Hit the follow or the subscribe button. It would really help to grow our explosive family. You know, as I say this word, I'm sure it means different things for us. For some, it brings a pit into your stomach. You just can't face it. For others, it's a word that you deny, but man, you're bunk buddies with the guy. For others, it is a call of victory for what you went through. And for those that it doesn't mean anything to you, I don't think this conversation is for you. But for us who have gone through some stuff, who have gone through some ish, and most likely still going through it, this is for you. This is your sign. This is what you've been waiting for. And God wants me to tell you, you're beautiful. You're amazing. You embody so much energy, so much heavenly energy. The earth does not even understand. Your story is not going to end here. You deserve love. You are love. And lastly, you are loved. So keep going. Peace and joy are around the corner. So just hold on for another day, please. And maybe another one too. You're almost there. The alarm rings. And now you hit the snooze. Maybe once, maybe twice, or maybe you just turn it off altogether if you're like me. You're not ready for the day. And the thoughts rush in. Is it worth it? Am I worth it? I hate it here. And you cry if you can, allowing the tears to trickle down. And if you can't, it's the loud cries that are in the inside. But all you know is that I'm not okay. I don't know how to be okay. It feels like you're drowning, no air to breathe. It's painful. Now, man, I'm not even being metaphorical. It is painful. Every day, it feels like physical pain that cripples you to lie in that bed for the whole day and not face it because you just don't want to see the world. You're not okay, and you know it. And you think to yourself, maybe it's just today. But then the same thing happens tomorrow and the day after as well. And maybe the day after that, it's a little bit better, Something good happened, a moment of energy. It gave you a little bit of a feeling. Got a little spring in your step on that day. And you think to yourself, maybe I'm okay. Maybe it's not so bad. But it doesn't take long for your brain, your reality to come back into your mind. And you flatline again. and you're back to shutting the world out. And now just a little bit worse off. Because now you want that experience again, but you can't get it. You don't know what to do. And now suicidal thoughts that creep in. Look, my brother, my sister, I know how you feel. I'm so sorry that you're there right now. You know, there's something Jim Carrey said about depression that I find is one of the most beautiful sayings on the matter. The difference between depression and sadness is that sadness is just from a happenstance, you know? It's like whatever happened to you or didn't happen for you, or grief or whatever it is. But depression is your body saying, F you, I don't want to be this character anymore. I don't want to hold up this avatar that you have created. The world is just too much for me. Damn. I don't know how many of you relate to that, but I sure do. But let me tell you, hope will find you. And there's another thing that he said that has struck me for the longest time. Man, this is it. I believe depression is legitimate. But I also believe that if you don't exercise, eat nutritious food, get some sunlight, get enough sleep, consume positive material, surround yourself with support, then you aren't giving yourself a fighting chance. Now, this is one of the most life-affecting quotes I've ever come across. And the basis of it is that we just need to do something. We need to move. I know with everything going on, it just seems like you're just adding on to the plate of wallowing. It's a bit too hard, eh? I know, man. And for me, moving wasn't the ultimate solution. But like Jim said, it doesn't effectively cure you. But for the very least, it gives you a fighting chance against your thoughts. We're at least looking for hope. I mean, with a good meal that warms your soul, with 8 hours of sleep and not binging Netflix till 5 a.m., it's just a little bit of exercise to help you lift your mood. And I mean, it doesn't even have to be crazy. You can find some 10-minute stretching exercise on YouTube. You can just move a little bit. Just give yourself a fighting chance. And if you're in the proverbial deep and you're drowning, what you're doing is just wrestling for your gasp of air. However, as I said, this is not a cure, but rather an attempt to find hope, which was always good for me. And I'm sure it can be good for you too. But I have a better quote. One where we don't have to do all the work alone, but rather we can rely on the Father to help us. We don't only have to look for hope, but remember that hope finds us. And man, if you don't believe me, well, remember that parable about the lost sheep? If you don't know it, so there was this guy, right, in the Bible. His name was Jesus. I'm going to call him Brad J, you know. So Brad J is on the table, okay? He's with the sinners, he's with the tax collectors, and, you know, the people that you don't usually associate yourself with. And there are people that are looking on the onset, and they're kind of disgusted by the idea. They're like, what is going on? What is this guy doing? You know, you don't associate yourself with those type of people, you know? And he tells them a story. And he says, imagine if one of you has 100 sheep and one of them gets lost. Doesn't that person leave the 99 and go after that singular lost sheep? And man, when he finds it, he's so happy, as Brajay said. He will pick it up and carry it all the way home. Now, I want you to hear that part. He will pick it up and carry it all the way home. And when he gets home, he'll even throw this huge party. He'll call the neighbors, he'll call the friends and guys, and he'll say, "Yo, family, I just found my lost sheep." It'll be massive. And that's what Jesus said. That's what God said in Luke 15, verse 4. That even if you're far and gone and lost, stuck in the depression, even if you don't know how to live again, God says He's right there looking for you. He will leave the 99 just in search for you. That is how special you are to God. He loves you. Jesus loves you so much. He will search heaven and earth just to bring you home. And when He brings you home, when He finds you, He's not going to let you do it alone. He's not going to put you on a leash. No, He's going to pick you up and He's going to carry you all the way home. So you don't only have to find hope, but you have to remember that hope will find you first. Now the question is, what do I do now? And honestly, this is an internal question I've always felt so overwhelming. Because man, if you're like me, I consume all the quotes, the YouTube videos, the music, the podcast. I know what to do, but it's always the courage to do it. That's what I lack. That's always what I've lacked. It's the courage to actually do it. So now, must I go for a 5K run and burst out my lungs? Must I make a gourmet dinner? Must I now open up to somebody about my deep feelings? Must I go to church or join a group? Man, that all sounds like too much. Better I just lay in this bed and wallow again. Right? Doesn't that sound familiar? And sometimes, yes, it is a lot. So again, what do I do now? One thing. Just do one thing for 1 week. 1-1. That's what I want to call it. If it is to get out of bed, do it. And then you can lounge around in your living room for the whole day. If it is to get a shower as early as possible, then do it. Then watch TikToks for the rest of your day. It's okay. Trust me. And if it is to give someone a call, and you don't even need to tell them what's the real reason you're calling, just do it. Do that every day for 1 week. See, if you trick your brain that you are capable of accomplishing, that you are worthy of living, your brain can now join the party. It will start giving you a helping hand for the rest of your days, for the rest of your hours, to see how can I fill up my day with things that will make my world as beautiful as it actually is. How can I see the world from new perspectives, new lights? How can I go back into productivity? How can I be more cheerful? How can I be more loving to those around me? Just do that one thing for 1 week. If you get it right, everything will come back into color. The gray will demidify. Trust me, just do that one thing. And guys, let me tell you about depression. Depression is like this massive club that has millions, if not billions of members. But this club has some way of convincing you that you are its only member. And it's not true. There are communities, there are resources that you can connect with to help you, to listen. There's online therapy like BetterHelp.com and even free therapy programs. You're not alone. We're here. I'm here. God is there. I'll link all the resources that I've come across that have personally helped me and I believe can help you too. Lastly, I want this to be our mantra. Repeat it with me. Wherever you are. I don't know where you are, man. Wherever you're listening to this. I'm going to say it once. And I want you to repeat it with me again. I don't want to die. I want to live forever. Again. I don't want to die. I want to live forever. I love you, family. Now, family, I want to reaffirm that you are God's special weapon, formed from His love for His kingdom work. You are an explosive Christian. Thank you for listening. If you've enjoyed this podcast, please rate, review, follow us, subscribe, wherever you're listening to this from. Follow us on our socials. The links are in the description. Have a great one, guys.